Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, calling in from the East Coast of the United States in Delaware, and had a lot of people calling me for more information on lead generation, specifically Craigslist. Okay, so I'm going to go through this screen share. I'm going to be moving quick. Of course, it's recorded. You'll probably listen to the recording. Feel free to pause, fast forward, rewind. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. First off, I don't recommend this to the beginner. This I feel is more for the full-time marketer or close to full-time or somebody that's been in the industry for quite some time. You got to get through a lot of no's. Okay, you got to get through a lot of knuckleheads, and it can be discouraging. And this screen share, I'm just going to tell it like it is. Okay, I'm here to tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Okay, so that's what you're going to hear, and that's basically it. You got to get through the nose. And we were at the conference down there, and somebody was singing a song. No, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. That's what this is, but it's a lot of no's. Okay, so get through the nose. Get good at being quick. Be on and off the phone quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. So it's not for the beginner. It's for somebody that has been in the industry for some time. Okay, so you can see here some old ads I have on Craigslist. As you can see, I post a lot of them. You can only do, I think Craigslist, they'll only let you do a couple ads a day or something like that. So over a period of 30 days, you can rack up some ads there. I'm used to having 20 to 30 ads. The best thing you can have is people calling you. What's better than that? Well, of course, we're always reaching out to people, and we always do that. Okay, we're always reaching out to people and connecting with people. But while we're doing that, what's better than having a ton of people call you, asking and looking for what you have? Okay, all these people here that are calling you are looking for one thing. They're looking for a better way. They're looking for more money. They're looking for something that they need. Okay, we have it for sure. Okay, the idea with this, the attitude I have with this is, I've got $1 million business here. I've got a multi-million-dollar business here. What makes you so special to be a part of my team? Make them qualify. Never use words like please, please join. Would you like to join? You're never asking them to be a part of this. You're making them think, why or how can I qualify for this? They got to be on their A game when they're talking to me on the phone. I'm looking for leaders. I'm looking for people that are going to really get into this and crush this. Okay, so I don't have a lot of time for the people that get on the phone and they're mumbling. You cannot even understand the word they're saying. I just don't have time for them. A lot of times I'll say, I've got to go. I'm wasting your time. Good luck to you. I've got so many people that call me from these ads, and it's not just this. There's a lot of other stuff people call me from, but I'm specifically talking about Craigslist right now. So as you can see here, there's some ads here. Okay, you can see the sub headline here. People with management leadership skills needed. Okay, people with management leadership skills needed. Okay, let's try that one. Okay, first off, Google Voice. Okay, get yourself a Google Voice. Do not put your cell number up there. Do not put your home number up there. Google Voice is free. It's a voice box. I'm not going to do a training on this, but it's free. Go get yourself a voice box there, Google Voice, and people can contact you by phone or text. Always check those. I always do that. Categories. I like sales. Get creative with this. Try different ads. Okay, here's the posting title. There's the area. Craigslist makes you jump through hoops sometimes, and they'll delete your ads. Okay, so make sure you stay on top of your ads. You're going to have to repost. You're going to have to renew your ads. Some ads are going to get deleted. Some ads are going to get flagged by people just clicking flag. Okay, so you're constantly putting new ads up there, and stay on top of it. Make sure your ads are active and out there in the marketplace. This is how we reach marketplace in different areas. Okay, so it's all about It's all about getting our message to the marketplace, okay? And this is one way you can do it. This is one line in the water. I always talk about how many lines do you have in the water. You know, you've got two rowboats that go out, and the one on the left has one fishing rod, and the other one on the right has 20 fishing rods. Who's going to do better? This is one of those lines that's in the water, okay? And this can create a tremendous amount of leads. So there you go. Serious professionals with management leadership skills. If you have these qualities, please call, text my Google Voice number. Training is provided. Looking for long-term relationship to build in the $700 billion industry. Serious inquiries only, okay? Don't copy this. Craigslist does not like duplicates, okay? Be creative. Make each ad different and unique, okay? Then you're going to just fill out the appropriate information, compensation, employment type, you know, part-time. You can do whatever you want. Get creative with this, okay? So that's the main idea. So the first thing I want to talk about is recruiting is a process. It's not an event, okay? So you got to put them through the process, okay? First thing is to connect with people. You're going to call them back right away as soon as you can, and you're going to make contact with them, and you're going to be asking them questions. And the attitude, like I said, you want to have the attitude of, why should I even consider? Make sure they understand that they have to qualify for this. You can even type it in here. Call to see if you qualify, okay? Make sure they understand that they have to be on their A game to qualify to be a part of what I've got. I've got something special that I'm willing to allow them to be a part of if they qualify. And that's the attitude that everybody's got to get. Okay, so we're going to be asking them questions like the form process. Okay, now here is a script that I use kind of like as guidelines. I know this. I keep it in front of me each time, but you're going to be asking them questions like, are you working now? Okay, first off, we had a lot of people that responded to this campaign, as you can imagine. So my job really is to ask a few questions first, and then I can help you understand about our company and what we do, okay, and what we're looking for. Are you working now? What do you do? Okay, so you're a mechanic. Great. What do you like about that? You're full-time, part-time? Okay, you're going through a lot of these questions. You're going to go through, I'm not going to go through everything here, but you get the idea. Form, family, occupation, recreation, motivation, or money. The main thing you want to find out is you're asking them questions, okay? First off, you be in control. You be in control of the conversation. You don't want to be the person answering their questions. You're going to do terrible if it goes that way. So you be in control. If they start asking questions, I can help you understand all that. But first off, I really got to understand a little bit about you, and I'll help you understand about us, okay? So the form process, okay? So there you go there. Understand about the family, the occupation, recreation. What you're going to find out is people, is their why, especially with the motivation. What are you looking for, you know, with something like this? You already told me you're looking for extra $2,000 per month, okay? But, you know, that's great. And that's what most people are looking for. But why? Tell me why. What's your why factor? Why are you looking for that $2,000? This is the key right here. Understand why. You're writing all these notes down as you're talking to people. You've got their why. This is why they need this. Okay? This is the most important thing. So you're going through all of these questions, okay, and you want to help them understand a little bit about us, okay? It's only fair. You feel you have these three qualities, okay? Are you a team player, self-motivated, dependable? Great, okay, great. Let me help you understand a little bit about us. We're the #1 company in the health and beauty industry, and we're just looking for people that are team players. We're looking for people that are dependent and motivated. Do you feel that's you? Great. And they're asking questions. What is this about? What do I have to do? Okay, so you don't want to be the person that's spilling their guts. You don't want to be the person that's throwing up on them. You want to be on and off the phone as quick as possible. I don't want to be on the phone explaining about polymers, telomeres, chromomeres, and the skin cell technology, and you stick the needle in the fat, and I don't want to be a part of that. I really don't. I don't need to be a part of that. I don't have the time to be a part of that. I've got the tools that I've got to get to people. I've got the videos. Let the videos do the talking. The less you say in the industry, the more money you make. And that's a fact. That's the way it's done. That's how you get to a lot more people. That's how people get to thousands of people versus hundreds. Okay? So get good at being quick. Okay? So I'm telling the person at that point, well, you got some great questions. My job really is just to reach out to people. As you can imagine, like I told you in the beginning, we had a ton of people that have responded to this campaign. And my job is really just get a little background from yourself, and let's see if we can take to the next step. And it sounds like we can. You sound like you're motivated, and you sound like you would fit. So let's take it to the next step. What's your email? Get their email. What's your number? Okay, I've got your number. I already called you. You got that information. Okay, when is a good time for you to look at the information? Once you really understand about us, I understand a good bit about you. Let me help you understand about us, and I'll send you the email. When is a good time for you to look at that email? 6 o'clock, great. Okay, I'm going to follow up with you at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, whatever you choose, and that's the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, right? If you don't follow up, most people, they make these calls and they never follow up. It's crazy. It's like they expect them to call them, and they're not going to call unless they're really serious, and then that's great, but more than likely it's not going to happen. So you got to do the follow-up, and then you just go through the information, and you're basically asking them questions. The first thing you want to ask them: did you have time to look at take a look at the information? Great. What did you like best about it? Okay. Let them talk. Let them talk. They're going to tell you every reason. Okay. Now, at that time, you've got their why in front of you. And you're asking questions like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about being a part of our team? Are you willing to commit at least 5 to 10 hours a week? All these questions, they're all on the script there. You're asking them these questions, and the final question is, what kind of questions do you have before we get you started? Okay, the information that I send them to, play one is you get them to the information. You generate enough curiosity. You didn't spill your guts. You didn't tell them about the telomeres and the everything. You got them to the presentation, and that's how you do it. That's how you get them to the presentation. You create enough curiosity to get them to that full story. You don't want them to have part of the story. You want them to have the full story. Okay, so what I use is a playlist that I set up on YouTube, and I'm probably going to change it a little bit, but it's called JInfoCenter.com. JInfoCenter.com. There's 4 videos up there. Of course, the first one is the 2-minute video. Okay, so you got that video. The second video is about Jeunesse. Okay, tells them everything about Jeunesse: ownership, products, testimonies. The third video is compensation. They understand how they can earn. Okay. Fourth video is a screen share, how to get started. What do you do? You click here, you click there. 4 videos gives them the whole story. At that point, you're there to get their questions answered for them or get them started. We're just looking for a decision. Get good at being quick with this. Go through as many people as possible. That's all we do. We're not looking to sell. We're not looking to close. We're looking for a decision. It's yes or no. Okay? And if it's no, who do you know that might fit? Who would be the first person that you reached out to if you were a part of this? Okay? So that's the basic idea. Make sure that they qualify to be a part of your $1 million business. Okay, so then after that, they have questions. Okay, so they do have questions. You don't want to be the person answering the questions. as we say in the industry, there's invitation, there's presentation, and then there's validation. Okay, so invitation is you putting the ad out there. Presentation is you getting them to the full story. Okay, that's the video. That's the call or whatever it is. You're getting them wherever you can get them the full story is the presentation. Okay, validation. Just like I said, what other questions do you have before we get you started? And they say one or two things normally. Well, I don't have any. I think it's great. I want to get started. How do I get started? Okay, well, that's in that fourth video, but I can help you get started right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me three-way you into the company, and let's get you started. Okay, if you're there with them, you give them an application, you go through the application, or you go right through on the website. Okay, so so that's that. The other thing they might say, well, man, it sounds really great. Love the product. I mean, it's definitely something that can do well. And don't, at this point, you're excited because they're talking and they're saying everything. Don't jump in and say, well, you know what, it's great. You know, we're doing 120 million and we're global right now. And all of a sudden you just throw up all over them, and all of a sudden you're pushing them away. You're pushing them away from getting started. Okay, don't do that. Let them talk. You're letting them sell themselves on what we have. Okay, we don't need to sell this. We don't need to do that at all. They already saw it. So don't do that. Okay, so at that point we're getting them started. But you know what? I don't understand the team commissions. I don't. What's the CAB? I don't understand that. You know what? Great questions. What other questions do you have? Well, you know, about the product, I don't understand. What the heck is a telomere? Well, you know what? That's another good question. Hold on 1 second. I want to get your answers, all of your answers to your questions. You got great questions. Hold on 1 second. Boom. You're doing a three-way call. And then you bring the expert on the phone. The expert is anyone but yourself, okay? The three-way call. I'm not going to do a training on a three-way call, but there's a way that the three-way call is done. Edification is important. Understand that, the three-way call, okay? And then let the expert do all the answering to the questions. And the expert is normally going to say something like, what other questions do you have before we get you started? At the end, okay? I look forward to working with you. Let's get you started, okay? It always ends with that, okay? With the three-way call. So, guys, I'm going to try. I'm sorry, I'm rushing through this, and I just wanted to try to get all of the information. There's so much more information I want to add, but that's the basis of it. You know, follow the script. Don't read from the script. Understand the script and use it as guidelines. That's what I do. I don't read everything on the script. I'd be there forever. I don't want to be on the phone forever. Get good at getting people on and off the phone as quick as possible. Get to a lot of people each day. You can, I mean, this is basically one line in the water. And what we do, we just figure out how many people we want to talk to each day. You know, a lot of people right now in the industry, they're thinking, how do I reach 5 people a day? What I'm thinking is, how many people, what's the limit of the people I want to reach each day? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 30? You know, I mean, there's a point to where it's too much, I think, you know, and it's overwhelming. But how many do you want to reach each day? This is just one line in the water. And you can have 10 people a day calling, 20 or however many. Okay, so what's your number? We had a great call the other day, lead generation with Dale Calvert. And by the way, all of this is where I learned lead generation is Dale Calvert. Okay, so get plugged into Dale Calvert, MLMhelp.com. Great stuff. I mean, I can't emphasize more to be in contact with what works and produces results. So guys, any questions, get with me, get with your sponsor, and let's rock and roll.